Okay guys, so it's time for another Habs news update here, as there was a practice today and Ducharme did have a few things to say afterwards during a press conference, so stick around and I'll get you all up to date. But first, if you guys are a fan of the Habs or just hockey in general, please consider subscribing to my channel as I upload hockey content daily and would really enjoy if you guys decided to tag along for the ride. So, let's start off with some good news as Carey Price was participating in his first full practice since receiving a concussion from a game against the Oilers back on April 19th. So, that's a really good sign, especially with the playoffs looming right around the corner. Now, of course, good old Ducharme did say yesterday that there was no chance he will be back before the playoffs begin, so keep your pants on, everyone. He's not going to be starting tomorrow night, but the fact that he's practicing with all his gear on, hey, it's pretty damn good. In other news, missing from practice today was Josh Anderson, Eric Staal, and Jake Allen. The Habs would confirm that these three took a therapy day, and I've been wondering if Josh Anderson is playing 100% healthy of late. He's been a little cold lately, and he did look hurt during the game last night against the Oilers. I mean, at one point we saw him go down the tunnel limping. He would return and finish the game, but he seemed kind of fishy to me. And Ducharme did say today that Anderson is questionable for tomorrow night's game against the Oilers. Maybe he's dealing with a minor injury. Who knows? As for Jake Allen, the man deserves a rest if you ask me. And Eric Staal? I mean, this guy has been practically sleepwalking on the ice since he got here anyway. I guess we could say sleep skating? Yeah, that's a new one. So keep on resting, Staal. And something tells me, hang on to that cash, buddy. Because next year, yeah, you're probably going to take a little less of a contract to play on a team next season. Oh, God, he's been bad. Brendan Gallagher was at practice again today, but he was still wearing a Don't Frickin' Touch Me jersey. Yeah, you ever heard of those? The Don't Frickin' Touch Me jerseys? Some people call them the No Contact jersey, but hey, I like my spin a little better. And look at that. He even gave a little wave there during the practice saying, hey, look at my hand, huh? This old thing? Yeah, this hand eats slap shots for breakfast. And Ducharme did mention that if the Jets lock up third place tonight, then he is considering resting some banged up players for the last game of the regular season against the Oilers, which isn't a bad idea. But doesn't that suck? All year long and not too many injuries, and then bam, out of nowhere you lose your most important forward in my opinion in Gallagher. You lose Price, you lose Weber, Drouin goes MIA, Paul Byron gets injured eating a bag of Doritos, Phil Danault gets concussed. Like, what's next? Is the ceiling gonna fall on their heads at practice? God almighty. In other news, check this out. The NHL's official Twitter handle decided to, hey, wouldn't it be a grand old time to just jinx the shit out of the Habs playoff run? Yeah, they stated that it's been 28 years and they're wondering if this is the year. Come on, I hope so, but we just finished a very lengthy, slow, dramatic clinch. Let's take our time here, guys. Now, before I end this little news update, let's end it on a good note. And how about giving up some praise for our boy, Jake Evans? Check out these stats from last night's game when he was matched up against McDavid the majority of the game. With the no sideline, McDavid became Evans' man last night. So it goes on to say, final numbers for Evans versus McDavid at 5-on-5 tonight. 10:52 time on ice. The attempts were 16-11 in favor of the Canadiens. Shots on goal were 7-7. High danger chances 5-on-2 for the Habs. Goals 3-1 for the Habs. Expected goals 72.59% for the Habs. Now, what does this mean exactly? It means that Jake Evans is better than Connor McDavid. Okay, there. Somebody had to say it, so I figured it might as well be me. Just kidding. But you gotta admit, he played a good game. So hats off to Jake Evans. Anyway, guys, that does it for this Habs news update. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.